Jaya!
Hello!
And we are back with Tara Megan.
Shivara Jaya.
The topic for this video is why we prioritize self-care practices. So right now we are here drinking some amazing juice. You've got your cucumber, I've got a bit more apple in there with ginger and mint and lemon and apple. And
Rehydrating after a day of dancing.
yeah, how did we do today?
Great.
Yeah? Was it fun?
Yeah.
So why do we prioritize self-care? What is it that we do, and why is it important for us to do that?
Because we're loving ourselves. And it's pretty important to love ourselves because we can't love someone else if we're not loving ourselves.
Yeah.
And I reckon it also is super important because it gets us into good habits. And you know, some relationships you can get into complacency and then self-care drops away and then it's like pizza nights and TV nights and there's not a lot of self-care or vibes happening in the partnership.
Yeah.
I feel like self-care for me really makes me feel alive and in my body and wanting to joy and celebrate life.
Yeah. So what happens to a relationship, to a coupling experience when you don't prioritize self-care?
Can get very grumpy.
Can get very grumpy.
And then people just start projecting all of their uncomfortability onto the other person because they're not looking after themselves.
Yeah.
And then they want the other person to look after them.
Yeah. Lowers the vibe, right? Everything starts going down. Yeah, and so when we engage into either love making or interactions, you notice the difference when I'm really prioritizing self-care, right? How I show up, or how you show up when you're really in your power after you have been doing a hit and you're like, oh, it's really raging with energy and warrior power. And this woman becomes like, oh, so sexy and erotic and fun, and right?
Yeah.
So this is the message for you today, is like the self-care practice that we have is really an essential aspect of our dynamics. And if you don't know where to start by moving your body, shaking, doing some simple practices, eating really super healthy, prioritizing that and making it really important, because that is going to impact not just on your life but on everything that is happening between you and your partner, right?
Yeah.
And if you want some ideas on what to do in terms of self-care practices, you know, we are really good at loving each other and loving ourselves, and there is lots of things that we are doing every day. I think that by 10 o'clock most of the days you already did like 5, 10, 20 things that are really nurturing your being, and the same for myself. So we're not going to go into the details, but know that, yeah, this is really something important to anchor.
Yeah.
All right. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.